Hello, this is Todd Luck, and this is a review of the Men in Black International Blu-ray DVD digital combo pack from Target. And so this is an exclusive version of Men in Black International from Target, and what makes this special is that it includes this little booklet. And so here is the little book. It is actually a sampler from a visual companion, a hardcover book that's come out with information and pictures from the entire Men in Black movie franchise. So that sounds really cool. I haven't seen, the actual big version of this, though I have seen some sample pages on Amazon. It looks like a very nice book. And so this contains basically just little snippets from the book and these beautiful pictures of concept art. Here's Pawnee, who I deeply, deeply love. And some of it is artwork of what was in the movie, and then some of it gives you insight into some of the concept art they had that they didn't use, different ideas that they may have had for characters. Like this is RZA, and these are really, really beautiful designs. I wish they could have used these in some way. Maybe they're too beautiful for this particular character, but wow, I mean, they're just gorgeous. And the entire book is just filled with stuff like that, like this. If you enjoy concept art from movies, this is a really, really great addition to this DVD Blu-ray set. This runs you about 48 pages. And again, this is just a sampler of the big book that they're plugging. But I thought that was a really, really cool addition to this set. And of course, this is just a cover, so you can take this off if you just want this, on your shelf or to be displayed. The cover itself is okay. Blu-ray covers just tend to be okay. They usually aren't like, oh, I got to put this on display on my shelf or something. You're buying a Blu-ray. You're not like, oh my God, I'm just buying this cover to look at it or something. So the cover doesn't have to be that spectacular, but it gets the job done. I mean, I think it's perfectly fine, captures the movie and the lead characters pretty well. So as far as the movie goes, I've already done a brief review of that, and everything I said in that when I saw it in the theater still stands. I rewatched it the other night, and I was grinning from ear to ear during a good part of the movie. It's not perfect, but there are just a lot of really fun ideas and really cool parts to it that are just a joy to watch. And this is a franchise that I just didn't realize how much I missed until I watched this movie. It's a really solid start to what could have been a new franchise or an extension of the current franchise, because it still takes place in the same continuity. This isn't a reboot or anything. They're not throwing out history. They're just focusing on two agents we hadn't met before, and setting up a lot of new ideas and a lot of new aliens. And I thought it would have been a great start for a new movie franchise or a new cartoon. Especially, I love Men in Black, the animated series. I would have killed to have seen Agent H and Agent M in a new Men in Black International animated series. Get Jeff Kline on there. Oh my God, it would have been amazing. And so, as you can probably tell from all this little bitty text on the back here, there are a lot of special features. And if you waited to watch this on home media, you probably made a fairly good decision, because there's just that much material in here that makes this worth buying and watching at home. It has deleted scenes, which are, most of them are really, really good. Now, they're not finished. You have to use your imagination. They basically show you how they were shot and without the digital effects to make, a particular character an alien or whatever. But actually, it made me appreciate it more, because it was just fascinating to see those actors in the place of the aliens that, we watched in the movie. So, but they were all really good. I can understand why they were cut for pacing. I don't blame them, but the movie would have been great with them left in it as well. But there is a origin story for Agent H that is in one of the cutscenes that I thought was really, really cool and definitely worth picking up. Definitely worth watching, just to find out how Agent H got recruited and how he met High T. So that was really cool. And then there's a ton of like mock commercials that they did with the Men in Black characters, including Frank the Pug, which are awesome. I mean, again, definitely worth picking this up for. And the behind the scenes stuff is really great. It was really cool seeing all the different locations they went to. The sets are very practical. There are a lot of locations that they did and a lot of places that they, did up, that they actually shot at. And then where they used the digital effects is mainly on the aliens' faces and stuff. They, instead of doing makeup, they would do digital effects on the faces. And so it was really, really interesting. And it was kind of cool just seeing the performances that went into that. Because, in your head, sometimes you're like, oh, well, they're just, it's just animators making up the aliens or something. But no, there's a guy on set, doing that performance. And it was just really cool to see that. So this is a really good, no matter how you get this. This is a review of the Target version, so I would probably recommend that one because you get this. But there are certainly other options. Best Buy has an exclusive steelbook that has Pawnee on the cover, and Pawnee is a little alien who is my favorite character in there. He's just really, he's awesome. Watch the movie, Pawnee is awesome. So they have the Pawnee Steelbook at Best Buy. And then Walmart has a $50 set, and this is 4K Blu-ray digital set. So you're not going to get a DVD in there, but they throw in 4 Funko Pops. And if you're into Funko Pops, it looks like a pretty cool set. They have Agent H, Agent M with a gun, and then Agent M holding Pawnee, and then one of the twins who are they fight them in the movie. I'll just say that. I don't want to spoil anything, but they're the aliens that they fight for most of the movie. And that looked really cool if you're into the pops and you want to spend $50 to get, some pops with your 4K Blu-ray combo. Regardless of how you get it, I think this is a movie well worth watching if you're a fan of the franchise. If you're not a fan of the franchise, go do something else with your time. Go square dancing or whatever it is people do when they're not watching Men in Black movies. But if you enjoy Men in Black, this is probably going to make you happy. And so, unfortunately, Men in Black is kind of a weird franchise that's kind of gone dormant and doesn't really get a lot of merchandising. Like, there were actual figures made of Men in Black 3, which kind of surprised me. I just stumbled on them when I was, researching this video. But there was nothing other than Funko Pops put out of this. There was no action figures, no statues, no merchandise, again, other than Funkos, which I don't have, so I can't show you that. However, they did do an app. So this is the Men in Black International game, and so yeah, as you can probably tell from looking at it, it is a Pokemon Go swipe. It is basically Pokemon Go with Men in Black skin over it, but you get a lot of the aliens from the movies in here, and it's kind of neat. It uses augmented reality just like Pokemon Go. And I will say that, when I was taking a walk this morning, there was something kind of cool about there were people walking dogs around me while I was trying to catch a dog disguised as an alien in the game. So it just had this kind of weird, kind of trippy vibe to it, I don't think it's quite a perfect fit for the Men in Black franchise to do, basically a Pokemon Go swipe. But, again, it's a free app, and, you gotta take what you can get. I mean, this is like it for Men in Black games, So, as far as just a wider franchise goes, I absolutely recommend the Men in Black animated series. This is a DVD set of the first series. This is back in the 90s, based on the original movie. a spectacular animated series, in my opinion, better than the movies, and well worth getting. One of the finest animated series ever done, in my opinion. So this is unfortunately just the first season. I have not been able to find any DVD sets of the rest of the series. It ran for 4 seasons as far as what I could tell. Season 2 doesn't exist on anything that I can find legally. Season 3 and 4 are on a app called Crackle. So if you get Crackle on your like Fire Stick or whatever, you can watch season 3 and 4 of Men in Black, the animated series, which is kind of crazy. Why wouldn't they have seasons 1 and 2 on there as well? And why doesn't season 2 exist on anything? It's a weird franchise. I mean, there's so much money to be made putting stuff out of Men in Black, but no one seems to want to do it. Honestly, it's a mismanaged franchise. I mean, people, can point fingers at, all kinds of things for why that Men in Black International didn't make as much money as it needed to get a sequel. But, Sony just hasn't been managing that franchise very well at all, and I don't know what it is. There's probably some kind of drama going on behind the scenes that's preventing it from having the merchandise, from having the animated series released, in a proper way. I don't know what it is. I hope at some point it gets fixed, because this is a franchise that means a lot to a lot of people. I love Men in Black. I love the original movies. Well, I mean, two was just kind of okay. I mean, two was kind of the dud out of the bunch, but it was still a decent movie. It's still a movie that, you're not going to hate yourself for watching. There's still some funny parts in that movie. It's just not as good as everything else in the franchise. But, so overall, it's a really good franchise of 4 movies and a fantastic animated series. And not a lot else, though there have been some figures that were put out, in past years. And hopefully we'll get some more of that, because, everything else has action figures. Everything else has the reaction figures and the what is it, 1/6, 1/12, whatever, the collectible figures are from the various, higher end companies. They have all this stuff, and Men in Black, it just doesn't exist. And that's kind of sad to me. But like I said, buy the Blu-ray, support this franchise, show Sony that there are fans out there for Men in Black, and that we would like more. That's it. Like and subscribe for more videos, and until next time, I'm going to need you to look right here, sir. Look right here. It was just swamp gas. You're not going to remember anything about what I just made the video about. See ya.